Hello everybody, and welcome back to a special episode of After Credits. The reason it's special is because Britt and I went to go see Don't Breathe at an early screening. We originally did film a review, but, that video got scrapped. We basically filmed the whole review and then it just went kaput, because my batteries went kaput. But I'm pretty sure the battery temperature won't go really high on an empty cup. So, we should be alright to talk about this movie. So, what'd you think, Brittany?
I loved it.
You're crazy.
Beside the point, but I still loved it.
This movie was like everything wrong with horror. This was a huge
It was everything I
disappointment for
wanted
me.
in a horror movie. I feel the exact opposite of you. It had good acting, suspense, kept me at the edge of my seat. I honestly didn't predict most of the plot twists, which is a big issue in most horror films.
I can see this thing coming a mile away. The only thing I'll give you with good acting is Stephen Lang as the blind guy.
One girl was good. What, Jane Levy?
She's alright, but I mean, she's been given better characters.
Why didn't you like it?
It's pretty simple. It's just an overly stupid movie. It just broke my suspension of disbelief so many times that, I'm constantly looking at these characters just going, do this, do that, do this, and it's so obvious that they could escape at certain points, or, they should probably, go after the guy a little bit harder, and it just did that way too many times for me to just follow it. The last friggin' 40 minutes of this movie is a climax, just like Hush, and I feel exactly the same way
Hush
about
was
this as
so
I do
much
about
worse.
Hush. I'll give that Hush was worse than this, but not by
We can
much.
agree on that at least.
Not by much. Like the first 10 minutes being like, okay, this is cool. And then when the first of many, many, many jump scares happened, I'm just like, fuck, I'm done.
Different kinds of jump scares too. I like that.
This feels like a movie that should be done by somebody like a John Carpenter or Cronenberg. Something a little bit more cerebral, something with a little bit more patience. But instead, you've got Fede Alvarez, who is famous for making a movie with, that literally rains gallons of blood on you. Before we go any further, spoiler alert, we're going to be talking about spoilers a lot in this film, and we are getting this out a little bit early before this comes out, so...
Don't tell Sony.
Sony made us put up our cell phones in this, as if we're going to be so evil as to upload this shit to Putlocker.
That makes me so uncomfortable. They better have 6 different guards guarding all those phones.
Can you imagine if they all went into the bathroom, took dick pics, and it turns out everybody's wallpaper was a dick pic? Click on the time code if you want to skip to our final thoughts and our scores out of 6 stars. Otherwise, you have been warned. The movie's about these 3 robbers. Rocky, played by Jane Levy. Money, her boyfriend, played by some dude. And then the kid from Goosebumps, who I call him Cunt.
I'm gonna look up his name. He has a name.
I'm gonna call him Cunt for the rest of the movie, right?
It's like Calvin or Callum or...
It's Cunt.
Oh, it's Alex. I was not close.
Wow, Britt. I'm gonna call him Cunt. Screw it. These 3 robbers are going around Detroit, robbing homes, and the reason they can do this on a widespread scale is because Cunt's dad works for a home security firm, and he has the home keys to all these houses in the neighborhood, and so they're robbing just like jewelry and electronics. They get a tip that this retired Army veteran is living alone in his neighborhood. His daughter was killed by a drunk driver, and in the settlement, he won like a buku's amount of dollars, friggin' like 6 figures and shit. So they decide to go rob him, and then he gets wise, and shit hits the royal fan. Oh, hi, Jonas.
We're introducing our cat, I guess.
We're introducing our cat to After
This is my
Credits.
kitty, Jonas.
Our kitty.
Our kitty.
I named him.
That's him saying hi. There's another one behind here too, but she's kind of fat, hard to pick up.
Yeah.
She'll probably jump in my lap eventually.
Fucking fat ass.
A little bit.
Hi, Sage.
Oh, see?
Bye, Sage.
Oh, his claw is in my back.
Ooh.
Ah.
That looked painful. I thought he pulled on your hair for a
I'll
second.
be right back.
The blind guy it's so inconsistent as to what senses he has, because there are moments where they can drop like a pin or breathe just a little bit and he'll perk up. But then there'll be times where they're making a shit ton of noise or they're just like openly like heavily whispering and he doesn't hear shit. Like there's a scene where Cunt first
Alex.
he first like walks in and sees the guy and he's scared as shit because the guy's coming up to him in the hallway, so he immediately jumps to the side and he makes like a bit of noise.
But no, he does some like Matrix type shit around the
Like
guy's arms.
Yeah,
like,
he
you would
makes
at least
sure
feel
he
the
does-
wind of him moving.
Let alone all the noise that he was making just then, like 6 inches away from the guy.
Not even.
It's so inconsistent, and that to me really fucked me up throughout the entire movie. For a movie called Don't Breathe, these kids are talking so much.
Breathing really loud too.
They're so hard, and they're just like crying, like, for the love of God, just. I would have liked it if this movie, as soon as they get in the house and they realize that he could hear them, they just use their cell phones to text each other what specific things about what they're gonna do. Either that or just use body language.
You also had 3 very different characters, and I think that explained a lot of the unorganization with their crime. Bunny was basically the thug of the group. He just wanted to basically fuck shit up. Then you got Alex, who's kind of the nice guy, who's in it just to be in it, maybe to be close to the girl, maybe to have friends.
No, he's in it to get some pussy.
Rocky, that was her name?
Yeah,
She's in it for the money.
yeah,
She
she's in
wants to
it
get the hell out of Detroit.
with her sister.
All these different motives, they're doing it for different reasons. They're different people. They're not going to be able to organize their crime.
When the
part.
shit gets real, I would hope that you or I would have the common sense not to talk so loudly.
I honestly can't say. I'd probably lock myself in the closet until the next morning or something. when
I
he was
would
asleep.
not lock myself in the
Well,
closet.
if he's asleep, then you can sneak out. Just let the guy cool down. Somebody just broke into his house. Just let him sleep on it.
Pretty sure I wouldn't even go to the closet. I would just wait by the door.
Yeah. See, I would die.
Bunny is acting like a thug and he grabs a gun and he goes, "Hey, I'm gonna shoot you, old man."
First time he's ever shot a gun.
Going to a robbery to rob a blind retired vet who is ripped as shit, by the way.
Like, he's a vet. He's gonna be ripped. He's gonna own guns. He's gonna know how to shoot.
He's just pointing this gun at the dude and the guy's like getting closer with his hands. I'm like, don't let him do that. Don't let him do that.
Why didn't he just
Shoot him in the
shoot?
fucking head. So many times in this film when they could just have shot the guy and this movie would be over, but no. The climax lasts for so long, and it's the same thing as Hush, where in Hush the girl misses the opportunity to double tap the guy because
Yes.
she's a stupid fucking whore.
Like, bash
Cliche.
his face, and once you have him down.
Exactly, and this movie does that too.
He does the same thing too. He's trying to murder these kids. And 9 out of 10 times that he tries to kill them, he either misses because he's blind, or he kills them, they stop moving, and all of a sudden, bloodied and broken, they still somehow are conscious.
The only person that is like that is really Cunt, because he gets the shit kicked out of him, he gets thrown out of a window, he gets shot, he gets stabbed. Stephen Lang basically tosses him like a rag doll in prison. Whenever he has Cunt in a chokehold, I assume, like, it's not that hard to choke somebody out. All you really need to do is cut the top right here, and he has his entire fucking, like, meaty fist around
Like,
this
you could
little teenager's neck.
break a brick with that fist.
I do like Stephen Lang. He's got a hulking presence, he's menacing, and he's terrifying on a psychological level, because he genuinely believes what he's doing is the right thing. One of the big twists in the movie is, super spoiler alert, the girl who killed his daughter, he has kidnapped her and kept her in the basement for, I think it's been 2 years. I think the movie says something like his daughter died 2 years ago and then she's gone missing too, after she was considered innocent for vehicular manslaughter. But he kidnaps her, and his idea is, well, you, daughter, is like, you, girl, took my child away from me. So, basically, in order to be even, you have to give me a child.
It
So,
got creepy.
So he gets a turkey baster full of cum and impregnates her.
I don't even
notice.
know if that would work. I mean, he
didn't-
had the chemistry down for this and everything. He was like boiling his own semen, and I don't even know what he was doing.
I don't know, man. It was
But
working.
there was some science behind that.
Hi, Jonas. What did you think of the movie? Did you see this
I agree
movie?
with Brittany. It was wonderful. It kept me at the edge of my seat because I was like, are they going to die? Well, do I really want them to die? Oh, no, they're going to die. And then they didn't die, but then they were still unconscious.
The idea that these characters are like in danger and then out of danger and then in danger and then out of danger, after a while it just got exhausting. And I sat there thinking, oh, come on. Just end. This movie has the same climax as the fucking Sandlot. As soon as she breaks out of the house, she finally gets out of the house, he sicks the dog on her, and then they start chasing her. She quite literally hops over the fence.
I liked that.
This
though.
is, I hated
It had
it.
me at the edge of my seat.
It was just dragging
waiting.
on unnecessarily, and she just could have had the car keys in her hand, just started the car and run that fucking dog over. Instead, she performs this elaborate plan to trap the dog in the car, and it's just
That was
dumb.
smart, though. That was a
It's-
smart plan.
It's a smart plan if you're stuck in that stupid contrived situation. She had the trunk to the car open, held by a rope. I thought she was gonna let the rope and then just like chop the Rottweiler's head off or
Unless it
something.
would do, give him a headache that'll piss him off.
Well, just
I
beat
thought
him
she was
over the
just
head
gonna
with a
like
trunk.
pull it over and over again until his trachea collapsed or something.
Yeah, you know, like kill the friggin' thing, not trap it inside the car
I
with
kind
you.
of feel bad for the
It's
dog though.
stupid.
I mean, the dog didn't do anything. It was just going after the intruders, so technically it's not wrong.
Yeah.
I
but
never tried to bite anyone innocent.
After watching Green Room this year, something that completely eschews all the horror cliches and really puts you in the mind, really puts the mind of the characters in your mind and what you would do realistically, this just is subpar. I was really looking forward to this as like my movie of the summer, and I was just thoroughly disappointed.
Summer's not over yet. We have
Uh,
like 6 days.
if you clicked on time code, welcome back. We just chatted for a little bit exhaustedly about Don't Breathe. To put it simply, this was a real disappointment for me.
Not for me. I absolutely loved it. One of the best movies I've seen this year.
Better than Conjuring 2?
If I say yes, you're gonna give me that look.
I'm
That you
always
just
going to give
gave
you that
me.
look. You're crazy. There's no way this is better than
Conjuring-
Conjuring 2.
Yeah, I thought it was. It's an opinion, Daniel.
Yeah, and your opinion is wrong.
It was everything I wanted in a horror movie, like I said earlier. Good acting, suspenseful, not predictable. They took a lot of different turns with the plot that I didn't expect, and that was refreshing. I give it a 5. At least it's not a 6.
This was just another jump scare horror movie, and from a director that I genuinely enjoy. This is a massive disappointment. I gotta go just 2.
Damn.
2. I just didn't like it. That's a half-cocked verdict. 3.5.
Even if you're incredibly wrong and your opinion is wrong, and you're wrong, I still love you.
I still love you too. If you like this tired, sleepy video, you can click the like button below. Also, we have the subscribe button to be the first to find out when new content is up. We got Facebook and Twitter pages where we post about movie news, and recently we've been getting into wrestling. Saw SummerSlam and did a friggin' habanero pepper challenge about it. We've got Liam's blog, we've got my blog down in the description as well. Brittany and I are gonna go see Slipknot and Marilyn Manson on Thursday.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. So the boys, I think they're gonna go see Hands of Stone, and we may or may not go see Mechanic Resurrection. Oh, Liam and I are also going to go to an early screening of Morgan, the new sci-fi movie, I think with Kate Mara. We got a decent amount of movies coming out before we gotta go back to school. Boo hoo 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 hoo.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm bored.
Wow, you're such a nerd. I'm dating a fucking nerd, you guys. But anyway, until then, thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a good night. See you next time.